Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, the highlight of the night, Ricochet. Listen, Ricochet, I know you're getting ready for your match against Shinsuke Nakamura that's going to take place in just a few minutes. Any final comments before you head out there?
Jackie, see, I feel like Shinsuke looks at tonight as just another mind game that he's laid out for Seth Rollins. But Shinsuke's going to find out really quick that I am nobody's pawn. To be honest with you, I had moved past Shinsuke. I was over Shinsuke Nakamura. The only reason that I am involved tonight is because besides hitting me with a chair, he decided to attack me last week. You see, that made it personal. So Shinsuke, he can keep throwing flames in my face, but you better believe that it's only going to fire me up. So Shinsuke Nakamura, if it's games that you want to play, go ahead, let's play them. Because I'm a cheat code, and tonight is game over.
Change in attitude, change in gear for Shinsuke Nakamura.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura!
Shinsuke Nakamura has been making not only Seth Rollins, but also Ricochet's life a living hell in recent weeks.
Well, this new dangerous edge of Shinsuke Nakamura is leading him to the promised land of the World Heavyweight Championship. Burn it down!
Seth Rollins not allowing Nakamura to enjoy the moment. Adam Pearce coming out to try to separate the two men. Seth Rollins is incensed with what Nakamura has put him through over the past number of weeks.
Well, Rollins is done waiting on Shinsuke to accept.
And here comes Rollins. Rollins on his way to the ring.
The fight is on.
Nakamura going to retreat, and Rollins now in pursuit of Nakamura. And Shinsuke hiding behind a wall of security. This is uncharacteristic of Rollins here. Nakamura has driven Seth Rollins to this. Shinsuke Nakamura is in Rollins' head. Nakamura's got a match with Ricochet as he continues to mock the World Heavyweight Champion.
Stay back.
Moments ago on Monday Night Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura was preparing for his match with Ricochet. He was interrupted by the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, who broke through security to try to make his way to Nakamura, who retreated and hid behind security before Rollins could get his hand on him.
And you said it yourself, Cole, uncharacteristic for Seth Rollins to lose his cool like that, but that speaks volumes to what Shinsuke Nakamura has done to the mind of the champion.
Yes, Seth doing exactly what Shin wants him to do. Seth is unhinged. He has no game plan. In this scenario, Seth Rollins is no longer the architect. Shinsuke Nakamura is.
When was the last time you saw the champion chasing the challenger?
A highlight of the night.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 207 pounds, Ricochet!
Wade, you put it beautifully earlier tonight when you called Ricochet a pawn in this issue between Shinsuke Nakamura and Seth Rollins. Ricochet is a very proud man. He is not going to be a pawn.
Well, I'll tell you point blank. We talked about Seth Rollins losing his cool, losing his mind. Ricochet, for me, is another guy who's lost his mind right now, sticking his nose in Shinsuke Nakamura's business. He has no place defending Seth Rollins, getting involved in what Shinsuke wants to do in this industry. The whole reason Shinsuke took this turn to the dark side recently is because people kept getting up in his grill, delaying his career, preventing him from going to the places he wanted to go to. Well, guess what, Ricochet? You should have chose somebody else. Made a bad move here.
Wait, all great points, and I agree with most of them. Here's the issue, though. Ricochet didn't stick his nose in anybody's business. If you recall a couple of weeks ago, he just went up to Seth Rollins. He applauded him for the match that Seth had with Shinsuke Nakamura earlier this month at Payback. And he said, listen, dude, you don't have to do all the work around here. There's others that can help pick up the slack on Monday Night Raw. That's what Ricochet was saying before he was pulled into this thing by Nakamura.
He wasn't pulled into this thing. Nakamura attacked the champion Seth Rollins because he wants to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And out of nowhere, suddenly Seth Rollins' apparent best friend.
Look at Nakamura. The official trying to separate the two, and a cheap shot by Shinsuke.
Well, this is exactly what I've been trying to say to Ricochet. Shinsuke Nakamura is a very different animal than the Shinsuke Nakamura of 6 weeks ago. Exactly the reason why he's best avoided.
I mentioned earlier, new gear, new attitude, new gear. Shinsuke has gone to the darker gear here. He said it brings back the past, the more aggressive Nakamura, which he is, of course, trying to pull out of himself as he tries to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
And I'll tell you this, one of the issues that Ricochet has had, he was a very high-profile matchup with Logan Paul at SummerSlam. He's trying to get himself back into the mix of the big-hitting marquee matchups, and he's going about it completely the wrong way by going after Shinsuke Nakamura, in my opinion.
You know, Ricochet has the respect of a lot of people in the WWE locker room. Of course, the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins has said some great things about Ricochet as of late. He believes that Ricochet is long overdue for a World Championship opportunity, and he'd love to give Ricochet an opportunity of that down the road.
Well, Ricochet's the greatest high flyer in the history of this industry, in my opinion. But it's going to be hard to beat.
Oh, what a drop kick.
Hard to be a high flyer if you're getting a whooping from Shinsuke.
And Nakamura gets his foot on the bottom rope quickly. Ricochet, so many adjectives to describe the man. Exhilarating. One of them that comes to mind. Picks up the pace. He's so dangerous, but proven he can be aggressive as well.
Well, we need more of this tonight from Ricochet. You've got the Japanese enigmatic superstar down. Make sure you keep him there.
Shinsuke slides behind, runs into a couple of back elbows by Ricochet. Tucked underneath. And Nakamura! That sliding drop kick, I believe he might have caught Ricochet in the throat.
Yeah, to me, that was Ricochet going for something a little too pretty. The gloves have already come off in this one. You had your chance once Shinsuke was down.
And now Nakamura. Ricochet where he wants him. Oh, and that running knee. Cover by Nakamura. Earlier on, let's see where Shinsuke Nakamura actually got over.
And it's just expert timing and ring awareness from Shinsuke Nakamura.
Cover by Nakamura, and the shoulder up now for Ricochet.
Shinsuke, such a unique cat, but really well-rounded in the ring. Got a bunch of MMA experience on top of those natural instincts and weird reflexes he had. It's so hard to defend against someone like that.
He just seems more comfortable right now. One of the things we talked about back in the match with Rollins at Payback. A lot more confidence for Nakamura. Really in control in the ring.
Because he's not going out there to make anybody else happy. He's going out there to get success. And he's as cutthroat as they come right now.
And Nakamura with a knee right to the midsection, dropping Ricochet.
Again, that unique striking ability that he's developed.